How's it going, everybody? Hatcher Sits here, back with another One Piece opening. So we are on to case number 2 of OP13 carrying on his will. Absolutely obsessed with this case. I did say in the last video that I bought a bunch of cases, like 5. I'm actually up to 7 now. I'm not trying to brag or anything, and I know people say in the comments, and it is what it is. I'm just like, if you have a problem with that, it's not really my problem. I got the money. I'm going to spend it. And I'm going to enjoy the hobby. That's just the way it is. But, so we're going to open up another case. We do have another case over here from Double Infinity Games. I don't know if I'm going to open that one up or not, because they actually shipped it in another box. You can actually pay $5 extra, and they'll do that for you. And the case was pristine, so I don't know if I want to open up that one. And the other 4 I have coming from a company on eBay called like Merchandise Liquidators or something like that. And I bought 2 orders of 2. So I have a feeling they're going to stick them together and tape them up together. I hate it when companies do that. I'm like, just put them in a box and send them, because I do want to keep 2 sealed, at least 2, maybe 3, and open up 3 or 4. So, but shout out to Core TCG. They actually sent me for 12 of the treasure campaign packs. So that was pretty awesome. Double Infinity Gaming did not, and I believe Gamer Guild AZ sold. They sent out their cases, and then they realized they forgot to send out the packs with them. So that those packs are coming in the mail. So I'm going to open up these first. We'll see how we'll do. Obviously, everybody, they kind of want the Luffy, I guess it is. It's non-serialized, but it looks like serialized Luffy or something. And I think they're like 1 in like 50 packs or something crazy like that. So I don't even know if we're gonna sleeve all these or what, or if anything here is like worth anything. But a lot of these look like, I know that's a reprint. I'm not sure about that one. That's definitely a reprint. I've seen that art before, because that's from like OP07 or something. So but the Luffy in this is going for like $1,000. So these packs are like $40. Honestly, if I was smart, I'd probably just sell the packs. But is what it is. It is what it is. Maybe I'll get lucky and pull one of the Luffys. So we'll see. But I do have 12 more coming. And I did check with the place on eBay. I asked them, and they said no, they're not sending them out. So whether or not they actually got them, because they weren't an LGS, they're just like a wholesaler. I'm assuming they probably did not get them. And that's why they're not sending them out. Like, they kind of were just like, no. And that's all they said. They didn't, no explanation or anything. So, all right. So not doing too good here. And only 8 types total. So I'm pretty sure I got the 7, but maybe we can get lucky here and get the Luffy. Running out of chances here, but like, I think, last one I saw was like $1,000. Crazy. So I mean, for a non-number card, like non-manga, that's insane. So unfortunately it doesn't look good here, but I don't know if he's like in the middle of the pack or whatever, but it doesn't look good. He looks very different from the other card, so he stands out almost immediately, I would assume. I've not seen anybody open up packs on in a video yet, but all right, last pack magic, we're gonna get it, and no, unfortunately not. So whole stack there, and unfortunately we did not get it. So let's just go ahead and get into the case. We have lots that we still need in this case. We got most of the alt arts, mainly because we did pull the demon pack. Apologies for not getting, well, actually, I'm not going to apologize. If people have a problem with people getting names wrong, whatever, if you want to insult people because they don't know everything about One Piece, that's fine. If it makes you feel better about your lot in life, that's fine. I don't know. It's just we're in a place in the world where anybody on the internet can say anything they want without fear of repercussions. So just how it is. So I'm gonna be the better man and just say, hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. You know, whatever. So we're going to get into it. So we do have most of the alt-arts, but because the demon pack, in that case, we didn't get any leader alt-arts. We're missing all the leader alt-arts. So I'm really hoping I can get some loose packs. I do want to grade some cards at some point. So hopefully we can get some dead packs in this opening. That way I'll have some to grade at some point. Looks like we're going to start off with the Luffy leader. I don't know if I'm going to do all of this in one video. It's kind of I have to admit, it's kind of taxing just opening up a full case. Yeah, so, but we'll see how far we get. Maybe do like 6 boxes, maybe 2 videos. I actually did remember to put the mic on this time. I got through that whole video last time and then realized my mic wasn't plugged in. So I was using the iPhone mic, so not as good, I don't think. But I don't really watch my videos, so it's kind of hard to say, but I think I heard it for a second. And I was like, yeah, that sounds kind of weird. So apologies for that, but it is what it is. So nothing so far. Wow. There's Emu. There is our alt art Dawn. You get 2 gold Dawns. So there is our first super. So I am going to have so much bulk from this. I actually started listing my bulk. I was talking about this last time. Looks like we may have another super here, and it's Uta. The art, I said this last time. That art's phenomenal. Like, even the supers in One Piece just have phenomenal art. And you're probably going to get me saying a lot of the things that I said the last video, just run out of things to talk to. But it's kind of interesting with One Piece right now. Very playable card. I've been trying to set aside some time to start playing the ace deck on the sim, and I just haven't got any time at all. I just got back from Dallas on Friday. I had to fly a card out there. Looks like we got a secret here of Monkey D. Luffy. So you still get the standard 8 secrets in a case of this, but since there's 3 secrets, you're not going to get a full play set of each. Typically, you usually get 3, 3, and 2. At least that's what I've experienced. So I don't know if that, we'll see if that happens in this case as well. But that's typically what you'll see. You're not going to get a play set from what I've seen. I could be wrong, but we'll see what happens in this case. So, all right. Actually watching some auctions tonight on Z&G Emporium. I remember when that guy just started, like, bald-headed, and like now his auction site is like up there with I think Probstein just stopped doing auctions on eBay, and they're doing like, it's like a site called Stipe or Snipe or something like that. I don't know what it is, but sorry, I need to put these over here because I'm already knocking things over, which is kind of my MO for these videos, to knock stuff over. It's just a thing. All right, cards. Stop it. All right. Now they're on the box. So, and like, I feel like he's like one of the bigger, like, it kind of upsets me actually. I don't know what his deal is, but like AMT memorabilia, which are card breakers, like they get more than, like eBay doesn't charge them 13% for their sales. So if you like sell through AMT memorabilia, like, I think you get like 95% worth of the card. It's like eBay doesn't charge them anything at all or something. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm just like, that's kind of BS, man. Like, you're just screwing over everybody else. You're charging 13%, but then these big auction houses, yeah, okay, they get a lot of, ooh, looks like we got a secret alt art here. Is this Sabo, I believe. Yep, and that goes right along with secret here. So that's nice. Let's hope. So we did get all 3 of those last And last one, we got 2 Luffy, 1 Sabo, and 1 Ace. I got the Ace, I want to say, in the Demon Pack. Is that right? I've heard some people refer to it as God Pack, some people Demon Pack. I don't know. Like, I feel like since it's all bad guys, it kind of makes sense that it's a Demon Pack, I guess. Or I don't actually know if they're demons. You know, sorry. Or not sorry, but in the anime, I'm just I'm in Egghead Island. Spoilers. So fast forward about 10 seconds when Saturn shows up. So that's where I am at. So there's certain things like I don't know what powers all the 5 elders have. Hell, I don't even know what powers Saturn has. But so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. I just watch the episodes as they get dubbed. So was really excited to see OP13 and that they're going to be doing a Dracula Mihawk. That's awesome. Very excited for that set. Mihawk's one of my favorite characters in the show. I thought Mihawk was the best done character in the Netflix, I would say. You know, if you disagree with me, fine, but I thought he was just phenomenal. Like he looked like Mihawk from the cartoon. You know, like I felt like nobody else kind of really like, you know, Luffy, he didn't really look like Luffy, you know what I mean? Like, but Mihawk looked like Mihawk. So yeah, there's that. Now Chopper's CGI, and he's coming out in the next season. He definitely looks like Chopper, but again, he's CGI, so that's kind of a whole different ballgame. So box number 1, not very good. Just a secret and a secret alt art. So that's one of our kind of cruddy boxes, I'd say, which our last case, like the first box, I think it was like the second pack we pulled a SP. So if you saw that video, I was super happy with that one. It was so weird. Oh, is this Uta? Yep. Uta alt art, very nice. So my main focus here is like I want to open up cases and pull a manga, like red manga or a manga. I'm just like, I feel like I'm due. So we'll see how it works out. As always, it's probably sitting in the cases that I don't open up. I was telling a story how some guy got mad at me on Discord because I told him I had open cases, or sealed cases. I was just like, what? Like, okay, like I just want to hold on to them, man. Like, is what it is. But yeah, hopefully I get some time this week to start playing the Ace deck. Looks like we got another secret. Well, I guess you're gonna get 8 of them in a case, so we don't know if this box has another alt art in it. I don't really know what the layout is for. Like, honestly, I can't even remember with like the supers and yeah. So looks like we got Divine Departure and Shanks. All right, so let's go ahead and put these behind here. So I'll be listing a bunch of supers on TCGPlayer. Honestly, I'm so glad TCGPlayer is kind of it's a blessing and a curse. It's so much easier to sell cards than eBay, and you have to take pictures of them, and it's so annoying. But the fact that you can't like ship through there, or at least I haven't figured out how, but I'd be pretty embarrassed if you could ship and I didn't know that, because I've been selling on there for like 6 months now or something, and it's a great place to just get rid of like, you know, my duplicates and things like that. And I had so many supers just hanging around, and it just sucks when you sell something over 20. They recommend that you ship it, like, you know, with tracking. Well, that's going to cost, what's this? Oh, that's the Ace, Sabo, and Luffy, the brothers. Is that? Nope. Okay. Yeah, I've complained about this before, but it would be nice if they had some sort of like, which is weird because they're owned by eBay, I believe, and they don't have any shipping and tracking for PWE built in. Like, that's like 90% of the things probably that are sold on there are probably sent out in PWE. Like, you know, if something is like around $25-$30, I'm just kind of like, because they don't charge the buyer more, and you can't mail out anything with under tracking for, like, you know, if you send it USPS ground, that's $4 or $5. And I think we got something behind here. Oh, it is a wanted Luffy. Nice, awesome, wow. Happy about that one. We'll take it. We will take that. Okay. So now we know. Okay, so we know the rest of these are dead packs, so that's good. This box over here, we know that that box is done. So we'll have some packs to grade that are fresh packs. And I will say that I feel like the packs fresh from boxes just seem to do better, or at least that's my experience. Like, I sent away a bunch from the treasure boosters, and they did not grade well. Well, actually, I take that back. The first batch of them I sent did really well, but then the next batch did not do well at all. So I just sent some in, and when you grade booster packs, it takes like 5-6 months. Like, you might as well just forget about it for a while, because they're not getting to that anytime soon at PSA. I'm not kidding. Like, it takes a long time, and it's $30 a booster box too, so it's not cheap. So if I get like a PSA or PSA 9, I sell it for like $40-$50. People complain about it, but I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna tell you, it costs $30 to grade these. Like, I'm essentially not making money selling to you for $40. So I'm essentially breaking even at that point. So nice card right there. I think those are going for about $5 on TCGPlayer or something like that. So I'll be listing up a bunch of those as I have my play set in my binder and I have my play set in my deck. So yeah, I'm kind of interested to get into playing Ace. I've always played like pretty much yellow. So it'll be kind of fun I might even mess out with Emu a little bit. The thing I like about Emu so far, I haven't confirmed this, but decks that I've seen is like all of the cards for Emu are, one of the Gold Dawn. Nice. All the cards for Emu are in this set. I don't know. It seems unlikely that they wouldn't have some other card that's like a black card or something like that, but yeah, so I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I guess Blackbeard in OP09 was that way. There was a couple cards, a lot of them from like the extra booster, I think, if I recall right. Hard to say. So I want to say the Gold Dawn, you only get 2 hits in those. Like, I don't know. But the way it is right now, I have quite a few dead packs. So I think 4 of those packs actually will be supers. And I'll weigh those out because much to what people say, it's quite easy to weigh packs. Like, you could probably weigh out an entire case of packs and just take all the hits and sell all the packs. And that's kind of scary. A lot of people are saying, and even like this one dude got an argument with me because he said he was on chat. He put it in Chat GPT, and Chat GPT was like, you can't weigh packs for One Piece or something like that. I was like, oh yeah, you can. Oh yes, you can. So, I mean, it is what it is. Maybe they've done something in this set, but I guarantee you I'll be able to go in those and, okay, so some of them might actually be, like, you can seriously just go in and tell what's going to have all the hits, what's going to have the Alt-Art Dawns. Yeah, it's bad. It's just like, but, I mean, it is what it is. It looks like we got something here. Is that, oh, okay, it's the Alt-Art Dawn. All right. I saw the black Emu and I was like, ooh. So I think actually from the leaders, I want to see Ace is the most expensive. Maybe Emu is, but I feel like long term the leader cards are they're very cheap. Like it seemed like a lot of the meta decks, like the leader cards were like over $100 and stuff for the longest time. Now it seems like they're not that much. Like, I could be wrong. I swear, I thought Ace was like $70 and Emu was like somewhere around there too. I could be wrong, but I don't feel like looking on TCGPlayer right now. But I also don't want to be spreading misinformation, so maybe I'll just look really quick and see about what they're going for. There's a Silver's Riley, so let's see. I bought a bunch of super pre-releases today. That's like a money glitch. I'm not kidding. It 100% is. All right, so Ace is 70. And Emu is around 70 as well, so 68. Okay, that's not bad. So I'm happy we got the Luffy wanted. That's awesome. Like, I've been really... The last few sets, I've been like really unlucky on my SPs. I don't think 12 was bad. Or was it 12? Which was the one? Okay, 11 was not bad. I never did get the... Wait, I don't think I got the Luffy. Yeah, I didn't get the Luffy, but I got Sanji like twice. I got Shirahoshi twice. So, ooh, is that the 5 Elders? Nice, I needed that. Excellent. We'll take that. I was missing that from them. Man, the fact that they can do the... I mean, it takes a special type of artist to draw old men, and they're menacing. Like, that's pretty... That takes a lot of skill. I think these are old men, and you're just like, dang, those guys look pretty... Like, they're about to mess somebody up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, looks like we got an Ace here. I like how Ace's, like, his abilities are kind of... He doesn't he have an offense and a defensive ability? Is that right? Or am I thinking wrong? I know his one ability is like... Yeah, Dawn Taunts on a turn. When you take damage or your character with 6,000 base power more is KO, draw 1 card on your opponent's attack once per turn. So they are defensive type abilities, but they're still really cool. And his card draw is insane. Like, if you're not playing, like, decks are probably gonna... And honestly, I think purple, black, and blue are the only ones I can think of. Like, do green and yellow and red have cards that can, like, force a person to like reshuffle, like, and then draw, like, kind of like Charlotte Pudding, how she because it's funny because like in a mirror match, like, obviously aces can do that to each other, but it's just like the card draw in a deck is just insane. Like, if you're playing against, like, I think yellow. I can't think of a yellow card that has, like, anti-large hand, I guess, control. I don't know what you call it, but but yeah, you just build your hand and build your hand and build your hand. And is this Lilith? It is. Nice. Okay. So that's a 2 alt art and 1 Gold Dawn. I'm not even keeping track of the boxes in this. I feel like, I don't know. I'm just opening up everything. So, except for a couple packs that I will want to send in. I wouldn't mind sending in eventually, like, maybe about 10 packs. Hopefully I can get some PSA 10s and then resell. So, another cool thing I bought today, I bought like 10 of the acrylic cases for the super pre-releases. So I have 2 like minty ones of every one of them. So ST 1 through 4, and I want to keep those in the acrylic cases. But then I have like 10 or 12 more OP or ST01 ones, and I'm gonna open like 4 or 5 of them. I just bought like 4 or 5. Yeah, I'm going crazy on that stuff. It's like I said, it's a money glitch. It's like the leader Luffy sells for like $1,500, and if the deck is $800 and you can get a 10 and sell it for $1,500, that's a no-brainer. unfortunately, I just bought them all out on TCGPlayer today. So, it is what it is. But then like the Luffy, there's 2 Luffys in there that sells for $250. There's 2 Ornora SRs. Those sell for like $250. The Nami, there's 4 of them in there that sells for like $100. It's crazy. Like, yeah, like there's a money glitch that people really have not been paying attention to, and I just don't really share that information with people. Sorry, but now that it's kind of drying up, I don't mind. Call me selfish, but I kind of feel like though that's the best way to best way to build your collection. A lot of people are just like, and I have sealed product too. I do have a lot of sealed product. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't really think about it as like an investment. Ooh, what do we got here? Is that the Shanks? Nice. Okay, we did pull this in the last case as well. We are going to get a lot of the same altar. It's just the way it is. I think one of the only other ones I'm missing is Whitebeard, Edward Newgate. So anyway, I have my own job, and I've talked about this before, but a lot of people think of Pokemon and One Piece. There's this like big thing with investing in it, and like I get it. They do have great returns. Like I have boxes of One Piece that I bought for $800 that are now worth like 30, 40 grand. Like that's just, emu. Nice. All right. That's the second one. Very cool. So this is our first leader alt art, which unfortunately is a duplicate, but it's emu, so we'll take it. But yeah, so like I've said this before, but I think it bears repeating for anybody that hasn't heard it before. I think a great thing to do with collecting is like grading or selling or stuff to put back into your collection. And that's kind of how I've always collected since like I started doing Pokemon in like 2017 with my nephews were into it. I just kind of got into it and they grew out of it and I never did. I know that sounds weird to say because they're my nephews, but I just kind of kept and they still play the games and stuff and everything. There's just not really much on the card side, and it's mainly because it's just gotten too expensive. So it is what it is. But I get them, like they don't want me to buy them cards. Let's put it that way anymore. So it's fine. But like I've always, even when I got into like soccer cards and F1 and things like that, the goal is always just to, collect, sell, to put back into my collection. That's kind of I've always kind of approached it. And a lot of people approach it as like an investment and stuff. And like you see just photos of people with like closets of just sealed product and nary not even a graded card or, a binder with cards. And I'm just like, that doesn't seem fun to me, opening up a case and sometimes, obviously buying singles is the best way to go. I mean, there's no denying that. But it's fun to rip packs. I mean, everybody kind of remembers that when they were kids, or maybe some people watching this are kids or something like that. But it's kind of sad the hobbies have gotten so, what I would say, adult centric, just because of affordability. And I mean, I'm a part of that problem too. I'm not going to lie. I think that's why a lot of people do get mad when they find out I buy this is actually OP13 is the most cases I've bought since the start of this. I bought 5 cases of OP01 Wave 1 and 1 case of OP01 Wave 2. And I still have two cases of Wave 1 and 1 case of Wave 2. And I never opened up any of the Wave 2 cases. I just didn't see the point after I bought it. I was just like, might as well hold on to it. We'll see what happens with the game. And now it's just popping off, which is great. But, It just makes it more expensive for people trying to get into it, which does suck. But like, I mean, now you have to pay $170, $180 for a box of cards. I was talking to a guy at the Dallas Sports Card Show the other day. Looks like we got our secret here. Very cool, and it's Ace. All right, so we're going to keep Emu watching here. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. All right, so we're going to let's do this. Like that. We know these packs don't have anything at all in them. So we'll put those over here. There we go. All right, box number 5. I guess maybe we will get through all this in no time. I feel like we're flying. We are flying. I'm watching a Gold Star Mewtwo auction that ends tonight, so this video will not be out before it ends, so I don't have to worry about people bidding against me. But I used to have a PSA 10 during COVID, and I sold it. I bought it for $600 before COVID. Isn't this crazy? This is like how timing works sometimes. Sometimes it works for you, sometimes it works against you. I bought a Rayquaza Gold Star and a Mewtwo Gold Star for $600 each in like late 2018, and then COVID happened, and then they both went up to like crazy amounts. I think I sold the Gold Star Rayquaza for like $6 and the Mewtwo for like $7 or $8, like in 2019, and I put that money in a bunch of other things. But I mean, like the Mewtwo now on a PSA 10 is like $18,000 card, and the Rayquaza and a PSA 8, oh geez, 15, 20,000 maybe. I have no idea, but I know it's a lot. I know the Rayquaza is the top Gold Star. So, but I don't regret that, because I turned what, $1,200 into like 12,000. I mean, but now I always meant to buy them back because I figured they would dip after COVID, and then I never did, and now they're like crazy price again, and I'm just like, darn it. But I feel like the market's starting to shift a little bit. Actually, I kind of don't want to make any big purchases in the next few months. I always feel like Christmas time, like Thanksgiving to Christmas, and then into tax season, when people start getting their taxes back, I feel like collectibles kind of jump up again because people get those refunds and then they want to spend it on stuff. But I feel like we're just in a period right now, and I've talked about this before, that the booster box prices just get so expensive that people don't have money to spend on the singles market, and the singles market just suffers because of that. And I was probably talking about this in the last video too, and I do talk about it a lot, and I don't think people quite understand how they just kind of go hand in hand. There's only so much money, and this happened in the sports card market where $100 soccer boxes went up to $300-$400, and grading fees went from $12 to $20 a card. So they took a lot of the profits and they never gave them back, and it hurt the market. It's just, you're very rarely gonna get value in a box of like sports cards, that unless you're extremely lucky and pull like a low numbered, like in baseball you'd have to pull a low numbered Ohtani or a particular rookie or something like that. Whereas I feel like Pokemon and One Piece and TCGs have been relatively like untouched up until last year, and I get it. It's frustrating for people. Like, I just kind of, for a while there, I just stopped buying a lot of sets. Like, I didn't buy Surging Sparks because I didn't really care for it too much. It's like we got is that, okay, it's not the Shanks. Silver's Riley? Okay, yep. All right, where is a manga? That's what we want. I don't care who it is. I just want to pull one. Red, silver, I do not care. Even another demon pack I'll take, but I I saw this video the other day. It was like this guy was saying that the demon packs, they opened up 67 cases and only pulled 4 of them. And I was like, how is that possible? It's like, oh, my nose is itching. Goodness gracious. That just doesn't seem like, I've seen so many demon packs on Facebook groups and everywhere, like people posting they're pulling them. And this was before even release. This is like pre-release. They were everywhere. And people are paying like $3,000, $5,000. You know, I get it, but like if they're really that rare, that's pretty crazy. But I was just like, I just don't see it. Like, how is that possible? That they're like, and then the red manga were, I think around the same month. I think the red manga was like 3 out of 67 cases, or like 1 in 20 cases, and they didn't put the odds for the shanks. I feel like a lot of people forget that there's a gold and silver shanks in this. I would love to pull that. I would actually love to pull that more than a manga, but got white beard there. But like the gold or silver, which I think they're in equal numbers, because I think the Luffy from OP11, there's less pop of it on PSA than there is the gold version, but people love gold, so I'm gonna die on that hill that it's actually more rare. But yeah, they were like mangas. I think we're somewhere around 1 in 5 cases. Red mangas were like 1 in 20 or something like that. Ooh, who's green? Is that Smoker? Okay, we'll take it. We needed it. We'll take it. We didn't get a duplicate, so that's good, but probably not really the one you want to get. But we needed it, so we'll take it. And then how many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, nice. So we got all. Very nice. Cool. 2 extra packs to grade. Yay. Words of Iron Man. Yay. If you don't know what I'm talking about, sorry. But it was in Avengers 2, and he like he's trying to get into the room. He's like thinking it was like right at the beginning. And he's trying to get into, he thinks there might be a secret room, and he's like, please be a secret room, please be a secret room, please be a secret room. Then he's like, yay. So it's kind of funny. So this is what it is. Oh man, I just realized. So those are both of our SPs. It's kind of weird. Like in my first case, I pulled, and this is nothing. I'm sure it's not a thing. Who knows? It could be, but it's interesting. I think I got both of my SPs in the first 6 boxes in my other case too. Wait, what did we do here? So that goes over there and there. Okay, box number 6. All right. Okay. Yeah, so I should be getting 2 cases on Tuesday, and then the other 2 later on in the week, most likely. They're flying all the way from California. The guy had Pennsylvania address in his eBay store, but then they're flying from California, and I don't get that at all. I'm like, what? Okay. I was kind of like, that's one of the main reasons I bought it, was because I was like, oh, they're in Pennsylvania? That'll get here in like 2 days. Nope. Sorry, man. We're shipping from California. But hey, it was free. So, free shipping. Or it was like $3. So, it's like, I just hope they don't tape them together. Please send them in boxes. I like asked them in the messages. But admittedly, I'm bad at that too. Like reading comments from people. You know, a lot of times people are say like, you know, package carefully and stuff like that. I get it. I do package carefully. So, you know, most of my graded cards, if they're like $50 or under, I'll usually send in like a bubble mailer over the card. And then anybody that's bought for me has probably seen that. And then it's a bubble mailer around it. So it's like double bubble mailer protection. But if a card is like over $100 or something like that, I might send it in a box. But I've very rarely had issues. I think one guy one guy had to return like a Vinny Jr. card one time. It's a soccer card, because like somebody had to have like dropped like a piano on it or something like that because it got cracked. Is this no, I thought it was the Newgate, but it is Yamato. Nice. Very nice. That's a very playable card, so I have a feeling that'll be up there in price. I would imagine like $30 or so at least, maybe. I could be wrong. Just a guess. Don't hold it against me. Wait, I'm not getting the alt arts. Oh, okay, so 5 elders. Yeah, I gotta. That reminds me, I need to give some of those to my niece. Some of the supers in this, maybe some other stuff. My niece, Meredith. Sorry, Meredith. Didn't mean to out you with your name. I don't think anybody cares, but she's who got me into One Piece, and she's like phenomenal artist. Like, I'm not kidding, and my youngest niece is too. They're like really good artists, and they love drawing like manga style and everything. So they're like really good, and they love all those shows like Demon Hunter and some of those other shows and stuff. And I always give her a bunch of the supers, and like from OP01, we opened up a Wave 1 case together, and I gave her a lot of the alt art. She has a lot of like pre-errata alt arts that I gave her, probably like Draco Mihawk. I don't think I gave her a Nami. I think she has a Boa. No, Boa doesn't have a pre-errata. So, which is interesting. Somebody told me yesterday that the 047 from OP01 has a pre-errata. I did not know that, and I asked them to send me the text on it, and they did. I appreciate that, whoever you were. On Reddit, because they changed the text 3 times. If you didn't know, from OP01, the Nami 016, the Law 002, and now I know that the Law 047, that's like the blocker, that like returns a card to your hand, and then you get to put down another card. Awesome card, by the way. That actually each of those has 3 versions. So the text was corrected twice. So if you don't know, in Wave 1 blue boxes, there were also pre-errata cards in there. So just when you open up a blue box, a blue bottom box does not mean you're guaranteed pre-errata cards. Just be aware of that when you're buying them. The only way to know for sure is to see someone open up a sealed case and then verify it's pre-errata, and then like I'm pretty sure my cases are pre-errata. You got Newgate there because I got them from the same. I got 4 of them from the same seller and opened up 3 of them, and they were all pre-errata. The other one I bought from a guy in Australia, and it has a label on it that says like November 30th, 2022. So I'm pretty sure it's pre-errata, but again, errata cards came out at the same time because we know that, like, I remember Reddit back in the day, like in 2022, everybody was talking about page 1 and then the Nami, and they just kept talking about all these. Ooh, what do we got here? Okay, Boa, we'll take that. So are we going to get a secret here, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Okay. Probably 2 dead packs, but I would assume this is probably one of those a two hit box, but they're both alt arts. So it's kind of cool. I was going through some rares the other day and I found a super. It's like, it's kind of neat finding that stuff. Like I didn't sort correctly or something, and like you're going through and like, oh, what's this super of so-and-so doing in there? And actually, I think it was a really good card too. I want to say it was like a pre-errata card or something. So it was kind of crazy. I was like, what the heck? This is weird. Like, how did I miss that? Well, I can tell you how I missed it. I'm just like running my mouth and talking and everything. And I mean, it's not like I haven't missed supers before. I was like, what was that set? It had like was it OP11 that had that Hell Meppo? And that card just did not look like a super at all. And I like kept missing it. I was like, when am I gonna get 7? And it was like, oh, I got it. Dang hell, Meppo. It was either that or I'm almost positive it was like OP11. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But yeah, so all right. We got 6 boxes left. 6 boxes to hit a manga. Come on. Let's get something good. Let's keep the streak going. We know there's not a demon pack in this case because we got a leader alt art. So we know that 3 of these boxes should have a leader alt art. Now that's assuming that the demon pack does replace the leaders. At least it did in my case. I've not watched another video that I think there was a guy on like I saw that he pulled it and I didn't really watch anymore. Like I was like, oh, he pulled the demon pack or the god pack or whatever you want to call it. And then I didn't really watch the whole thing. I just kind of went to the end and looks like we got something here is going to be Sanji. I don't know. That's kind of weird. It was like, that's the Sanji right there. But all right. So this is box number 7, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's our first alt art on this one. So, okay. Yeah. So how I have all my boxes, I have like all of the leaders and foils in boxes. So I'll have like 5 different sets with all the foils and leaders. And then I'll have boxes that are just like bulk. So, that is what I'm thinking about trying to get rid of. It's taking up too much. I have like 15 boxes of like 5,000 cards. It's like all bulk. And I'm just like, I want to keep like the first few sets, maybe up to like OP05. I don't even know if I want OP05 to be honest. I'm probably just going to keep OP01 because it has all the pre-errata cards in it. Even if they're not like even the pre-errata cards that are not, like they're just commons and uncommons, like Otama, for example. You know, I don't know if that'll be worth anything anytime soon, but you never know. Ooh, we got, is it Luffy or Ace? Is it blue? Oh, it's black. It's Sabo. Okay. I was kind of hoping it was Luffy or Ace, but that's all right. We'll take it. We needed Sabo. So that's our second leader alt art. And this will probably be a secret box. So this means there's nothing really else. Okay. All right. That dog is running around. All right. Kind of ran out of things to talk about here. What are those videos called where people like whisper? I can't remember what it's called. I could look it up, but I'm not going to. But it's so weird. They'll be like, we have a Coney. We have a Beppo. We have a York. We have the world's equilibrium cannot be maintained forever. Like that just is like, okay. Like some people like that, you know. I'm like, you know, hey, if you like that, more power to you. But, you know, I'm probably still going to make fun of you. And that's okay. People make fun of me all the time, too. It's all good. I talk a lot, so, like, my brother doesn't really, so he always just waits for me to say something stupid, and he just sings me. So, it's okay. All right, we got Shanks, which I think that's a pretty good card. I don't know if that's being played in anything, but it's interesting they did all the film series in this. So we got Emu. What is it with the... Are those moths or butterflies? I guess butterflies. So, I mean, like, I'm kind of interested to see about Emu. Like, my niece keeps saying, like, people think that Emu's a girl. and we don't know yet. Maybe you do. Don't spoil it for me. Say anything in the comments, please. I like last time I talked to her, that's what she said. So I don't know if they've revealed that yet. I hope not. But there's just a lot of speculation like that, I guess. How many of these have we hit here? Okay, 1, 2, 6. So we should have a secret. Didn't we hit? All right, yeah, there's our secret. Okay. Usually get a secret in the so we should be getting one more super. Is it this one? Had a 50-50 shot there. Should have went with the bottom one, I guess. This one should have a super. Oh. Maybe not. I guess we got that wrong. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. 7. Duh. Stupid idiot. All right. Well, could have got 2 extra packs, I guess, but kind of messed that one up. Oh. All right. Box number 6, 7, 8. Box number 8. 30 minutes left on this auction. I don't know if I want to bid on this. Man, it's a pretty card, but it's a BGS, and I'll have to crack it and then resubmit it, and I don't know if I want to do that. Last time I cracked last time I actually cracked a BGS of like a $2,000 card one time, and I crimped it. Yeah, that sucked, and I'll be a little bit more careful, but yeah, that was a bad day. I ended up having to buy the card again and like a BGS 9, and then I just left it. Like I've not cracked it. I was just like, nope, I'll just leave it. It's like a Cristiano Ronaldo card from like 2014 World Cup. I think it's a silver. So yeah. Is what it is. Lesson learned. Like I hate the new PSA cases. They suck so bad. Like it's like getting in the Fort Knox. Like I had to crack like 30 of them one time, and because I got all bad grades, and I just decided these will be binder cards. I don't really care. Like they're 8s or 9s. They're not going to sell for anything anyway. So I put them all in my binder, but man, cracking those things out was so hard. Like all my fingers were like cut. I had bolt cutters. It was nutty. It's like cutting into almost rubber. It's like this plastic rubber substance that just like, it's like very bendy, and it doesn't just like crack and pop like the rest of the old cases do, where like you crack them and it's splinter and they fly across the room and everything. Like those are easy. These are hard, and they always use them for One Piece cards, but a lot of times they haven't been using them for Pokemon. It's kind of weird. It's like they want you to crack Pokemon and submit. Yeah, we all know why. Yeah, I will go to my grave thinking that, oh, what do we got here? Is that? Oh, okay. Saint Shepherd Jupiter. This is the one that the guy in the comments of my last video got mad that I said his name wrong or something like that. I can't remember, and I guess they took offense. So sorry, not sorry. I'm really not sorry. So I guess the art on that is is pronounced Gage Americo or something like that. And I talked to my niece about it. I guess it's a collaboration, as I understand it, because he did another manga, which also I think has an anime. It's called like Jujutsu Kaisen or something like that. I might be getting that wrong, but I haven't watched it. My niece said the first season was really good, and I should watch it. But I guess it's a collab. Like I don't even know if they have his name. A lot of times, One Piece on the yeah, it is actually Gige, or is that Gigo? Akatami? Oh, I thought it was GEGE. It looks like GEGO. Sorry, I'm looking at it under a magnifying glass. Actually, that was kind of weird that that's the first one we pulled. I feel like we were pulling those left and right the last case. I actually pulled all 5 in that version. And then I pulled the Demon God pack. Well, actually, I pulled 4 of them. And in the Demon God pack, the last one I needed was actually in the pack. That was like that. It was wild. It was like, that's crazy. Like, what? That was just weird case. It was like, I think that was the weirdest case of One Piece I've opened. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Okay, so we got alt art here. Something like, I feel like, I think based on the odds, you should probably expect like a red manga, Shanks, or a demon pack. Something like 1 out of every 3 or 4 cases, which honestly is pretty good. It just sucks that like, like most mangas are like 1 in 5. So if there's 3 mangas in the set, getting like Luffy on average is going to take you like, 15 cases, where if the set only has like 1 manga, it's like 1 in 5. So it kind of sucks how that is. Like, I don't expect them to up the manga rate, but if you look at like, say like OP09, all the anniversary sets, OP05, OP09, OP13 will be this way. All of the mangas are really low pop when you compare them against like, say, like I wouldn't say Nami from PRB01 because that's a pretty short period setting. So like Soja King from OP03, or Sabo from OP04, or Zoro from OP06. Like those mangas probably, I would assume, in the pop report are a lot more than like, say, like a Gear 5 Luffy from OP05. And then probably more than like a everything in OP05, the Trafalgar Law, the Useless Kid, like all of them. What's the other one? Is it OP05 is Law, Useless Kid, and Luffy. Is it just those 3? There's the Oda signature Luffy as well. So I mean, you throw that in there, but yeah. But hopefully we can get something in one of my cases. Like, I just want to pull 1 manga. Okay, well, Secret Alt Art, so we know, and it's Luffy again. That's a 3rd Luffy I've pulled, so this box is pretty much dead, I think, but we're gonna open up this last pack anyway. So, what do we got? 4 boxes left. We know 2 are gonna be alt art leaders, so that kind of hurts our chances of getting a manga there, because those are going to be 2 alt arts there. So, all right, well, we'll see. Box number 9. I can't remember. Like, I'm going to have to go back and watch the OP11 when I pulled the last manga, that Luffy, because I think it was late in the case. But I do have the worst manga luck. 3 mangas in like mid-20s cases. Like, I got to be nearing 30. So, like, talk about worst One Piece luck. Like, but hey, it is what it is. I love the hobby. It's just, I complain about it all the time because it seems like some YouTubers that I watch, like, they're just pulling them left and right. And I'm like, spread the love, man. Like, where are you getting your cases from? They are just juice. Don't mean to complain. I'm blessed to be able to open so much. So, there's people out there that probably can't afford much of anything. Let's get rid of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 2 supers and Oops. Ay, ay, ay. I might just move some of the elder alt arts. I think they're going for like $50 a piece or something like that. The red ones are going an insane amount. Like I think on TCGPlayer, most of them, if you want the singles, like $700-800, which doesn't really make sense to me because like why would you only buy one of them? Like I feel like the value is like the whole set. So hopefully when I grade mine, hopefully I get all 10s. Like that would just be crushing. Like if you got 1 9 and all 10s, you're like, and sequentially they're off. Like I would want to. It would actually. I don't have an OCD, but it would actually bother me to not have them all like sequential. Like if one's a 9 and they're all 10s, and then I have to buy the 10, and then it's not numbered, and this, yeah, that would suck. I'm so. Like, what do? Do you like crack them all and like resubmit again just to see if you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I would probably just, in that case, I'd probably, dude, I don't know what I would do. Probably crack the 9 and then sell it on TCGPlayer's near mint where there's a secret. Okay. I don't know how many more secrets we have. I think we've pulled like 1, 2, 2. Let's see. I think 3 here, right? Yep, 3, 4, 4, 5. Pretty sure 6. Okay, so 2 more boxes of secrets. So okay. All right, come on. Red Manga Luffy. I'm not asking for much. If I don't get a manga in this case, I might have to open the other one. Ugh. All right, well, there's an alt of... Oh, it's the other... it's War Curry. All right, so now these are all popping out. Most cases I've seen you usually get about 3 of these, so we should be getting at least 1 more, I would think. I don't think I've ever seen a case that have less than 3. So, and I do believe that... I mean, I guess we could get a leader out of this box, or I don't know how many one hit with secrets we've had either. So I have a feeling. Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be a leader. Okay, we shall see. Hour, and we still got 3 boxes left. That's gonna be our Altar Dawn, which I used to like top load all those, but now you get so many of them. I'm just like, okay. The thing that sucks is on the PSA set registry. I was going through mine today and updating some cards, and I put in some sets like a while ago for them to do OP13, OP04, and I think OP05 because those weren't in there. And it's like some of the sets that people register in there are just like the dumbest things. It's just like ridiculous. Like why would you have that? Like I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but it was just like Trafalgar Law cards. Like what? Like what? So I don't know. But anyway, so I have the first. Okay, so we got Luffy. Bang. Okay, cool. Saw the red and green, so I knew which one it was. So, all right. So, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So we should have 1 more super here. So we'll do that. All right. Next box. All right, box number 10. Hey, we left it late last time. Can we do it again? Nothing like next to last pack magic. Can you believe that? That's crazy. That was nuts. Like, I was just getting so down in that video. I was just like, I will actually apologize for that, because I was just like, what the heck is going on? This sucks. Like, what is going on? I got an error case. They ripped me off. I didn't get all the leaders I wanted, and this, that, and then you get that, and it's like all is right in the world. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was nice. That was very nice. Got that one out of the way. And that's like, to me, like, I'm going to count that up there with like a manga. It's probably just as rare, if not more rare, than pulling a manga out of this. So I'm going to count that one as like, a pretty big deal. It's like pulling a God Pack from PRB01, but I mean, God Pack from PRB01 is pretty dang good, even though they're all reprints except for, I think, the Nami, right? Okay, looks. Ooh, we got the Newgate. Nice. Okay, I want to say that might be the last alt art we need. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive that I think I have them all. So we need Sabo and Goldie Roger wanted, and then we need the 4 SPs. But I very highly doubt that I'd have to pull perfectly on those in order to get like. Because I'm not opening, there's 6 SPs, and I'm not opening up 6 cases, so I'm not getting those. And I got the Ace wanted and the Luffy wanted, so I really did. Poor Sabo, he just gets like kind of not very popular, even though he's a cool character. He's just not as cool as Ace. Maybe it's the hat, but I still like Sabo, don't get me wrong. But Ace is just more popular. I'm not going to spoil what, Ace and all that, but I keep seeing this guy on the front. So, Emu. All right. And we still need to get the another Gold Dawn too, don't we? So there is that. What do we got here? Another Newgate. That card's sick. Like, you're like 12K blockers. Like, dang. Like, card like that, you're essentially just able to block, and then like your card's not doesn't get KO'd, and like you almost have to play against blue. I guess black does have a removal, so but getting rid of a 12K is pretty hard sometimes. But like you use Gum Red Rock, and that's gonna like just bottom deck it, which sucks with blue, but I mean, you are playing blue in that regard too, so there is that. But yeah, I mean, I guess you can bounce it to someone's hand, but and they have to, it's going to cost them a lot of Dawn to and a lot of like, I can't think of very many cards that can bounce anything. It's usually like 6 or 7 below or something like that, but like the whole thing with like bottom decking cards, I mean, it's essentially a KO, because you're bottom decking it. They're not going to get that. They're not going to get that card again. So it's essentially a KO. And looks like we got our other Gold Dawn here. There goes Goldie Roger. So when did we get the other? Was it in this one with the wanted? No, was it with Emu? Where was that? I thought it was early on. Okay, there it was. So, okay, so we'll probably get another alt art here. So you're saying there's a chance. They're saying there's a chance we'll get a... Okay. This one I'm actually have a hard time with the name. Nusjuro. Is that right? Don't want to upset everybody. Just kidding. I don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's all the secrets, and those would be nice, gradable packs. All right, so one of these should have a leader alt art, and we've gotten all of the secrets. So we've got 3 of the demon, whatever. Right? Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We'll take it. We'll take it. Gotta be honest, I'd probably give each one of them to my niece, but they're like $50 each. It's like giving away $250. I wonder which ones. I haven't really looked at the Emu deck, but I want to see which ones of them are playable in the decks. I mean, obviously, I don't think anybody would play with playsets of all 5. That's like half your deck. That's like 20 cards. Well, not quite half, but you know what I mean. A pretty sizable amount, because what are decks? Like 50 cards plus a leader, 51. So, yeah. Hard to say. And it's interesting, like they're all rares. Like none of them are supers. And then they made the Elder one, the 5 Elders super is like all of them, and then they each get their own card, which is like, you know, their I guess their demon fruit or devil fruit forms, I guess is what they are. So yeah, kind of interested to find out like all their powers and everything. I think that's kind of cool. Very neat. Vista. So many characters in One Piece. I know we're getting to a point where like there's not really, I mean, each set is like what, 150 cards. So you're getting to a point where like they're just gonna like run out of characters. Like this is probably some of the last characters they could do with like Emu and the 5 Elders. But I mean, it took them what, 3 years to get there. And I mean, yeah, but they have so many characters they can do. I mean, gosh. But I mean, you're going to get to a point like, say this game is very popular right now. Like my LGS that I don't even really go play it anymore, they've canceled Yu-Gi-Oh! And apparently a lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are playing One Piece now because they just find it just to be a better game. Like, and I've talked about this. Ooh, yellow, Drew Bonnie. Okay. We'll take that. So we are missing Ace. Who's the other one? Roger. Okay. Goldie Roger. Okay. Well, me. I mean, if I had to say 4 that I really wanted, it would have been Ace, Emu, Roger, and Luffy. But we'll take it. So there's Saturn. Like, Joey Bonnie has had like a lot of leaders. It's kind of weird. And honestly, like I don't remember that. I guess that's from the manga. Cause like the whole I Want to Live thing, there's like a Dawn, an Eldar Dawn with that. And is that her or is it Vivi? Like or is it Nico Robin? I can't remember. Like somebody weigh in on that. Like, isn't there an Altar Dawn with that where she's kind of like crying and she's like, I want to live or something? I don't know. Like, I didn't read the manga, so, yeah. But, I mean, I could probably ask my my niece and she'd probably be like, oh, yeah. Da, da, da. Like, okay. I'll go look at the Altar Dawn. I think it was from like OP13 or OP04 or something like that. But I guess I kind of got sidetracked there and just kind of stopped talking about the investment side. And like, I mean, people do what they want, but it does kind of suck to see all these videos of people. It's just so money driven. And I mean, I grade cards and sell them too, but I don't know. Like, and I feel like a lot of it is dishonest. Like, I would say, for example, like, look at the pre-errata Luffy. And I think I talked about this last video too. Like, that card went up to $10,000 like that. And so did the Gear 5 Luffy and the Oda signature. Like, they all went up to like $10,000 really quick. And now they're all back down to like $7,000 because everybody started selling them. I'm just like, I thought about selling mine too. I mean, 10 grand, that's quite a bit of cheddar. And then, you know, now they're already back to 7. And like some people that were like pumping that card conveniently on their videos, now you don't see them talking about cards going down in value. It's just the next thing that is going up, and they just kind of ignore when the market corrects. I mean, we saw this in Pokemon too, where like as soon as something like started correcting, like I would say like the stained glass birds from Hidden Fate, that went up to like, ooh, what's this? Oh, okay, secret. All right. That went up to like $500 at one point, and people were just pumping the heck out of it in a PSA 10. And then it corrected all the way down to like 300 or something, and you didn't hear a peep about it. Like nobody said a word about the correction. All they were talking about was when it was just going up and up and up. And then, okay, well, anybody that bought it at $500, well, you just lost $200 in value. You imagine buying a pre-errata Luffy for 10 grand, and then, oh, looks like we got our brothers. It's Ace, Sabo, and Luffy. So we only got one more box left. Hoo-ah-hoo. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. More packs. Yeah, so, I mean, it's a tricky game. Like, you know, just watch out for people pumping cards, man. Like, they don't always have your interests in mind. Like, yeah, you know, I see a lot of the comments, a lot of these things, and people are just like, they're so excited. I get it, you know, like it's kind of exciting when you collect stuff or like you're investing. It's fun to say you're an investor. I get it, but you know, do yourself a favor, get a job, get a 401k, stick the money in there. That's your investment. This is your hobby stuff. Like, yeah, it's nice to have like, yeah, I will imagine that a lot of people like overextended 100% this year. Like I recently sold a really big card and paid off a lot of debt, and some of that debt was because I graded a ton of booster packs and like about 100 Pokemon and One Piece, and I didn't do good at all. And it was like $30 times however many. It was like four. I want to say it was like 4 or 5 grand. It was, well, three. It was over like 100 packs, I think. And I was getting a lot of like 8s and 9s. I did get some 10s, but like it's kind of like in the hobby, it's like if you don't get a PSA 10, you're losing money. Or if you don't get like if you get a BGS 9.5, you might as well sell it, crack it and sell it raw, because you're not making much over raw. I mean, maybe a 9.5, but that's why I can't, you know, a lot of people get mad at me about BGS because obviously PSA kind of won the grading battle. Like, yes, BGS is still popular for One Piece. I'm not discounting that, but the hobby just moved over to PSA. That's just the reality of the situation. If you go and put One Piece PSA in eBay, you're going to get like 30,000 cards. If you go and put One Piece BGS in eBay, you're going to get like 5,000 cards. Like it's that much difference. PSA is just, they got the market share. Love them or hate them. It's just kind of the way it is. And, yeah, it sucks paying $20 grading a card when it was, you know, it used to be $12 and all that stuff. But you know, people will say like left and right about how, you know, oh, BGS has higher grading standards and what's this? So super. But they don't really. You have to think about it this way. A PSA 10 could be one of three grades most of the time with BGS. It's the gem mint grade for PSA 10 technically covers a 9.5 pristine 10 and a black label. So like when you buy a black label, you know, there are PSA 10s out there that are probably just as good cards. That's just the reality. It doesn't make BGS better graders. Yeah, it's nice that they, you know, they do the you know, they show the subgrades and everything, which is nice. But for me, the thing that kills BGS is the 9.5 grade. I hate the 9.5. I'm like, give me a 9 or give me a 10. I know PSA does 8.5, and you very rarely see like 7.5 and stuff. Like 8.5 seems to be kind of common. But I don't know. It's just like, looks like we got another. Oh, I actually needed that. Nice. Goldie Roger. We'd take it. I was missing another one. Oh, excuse me for a second. But, all right, let's get this pack. All right, what are we doing here? All right. Oh, man. 7 seconds left on this auction. What? Ah, dang. Outbid. Whoa, man, that went for big time. 3,800. Jeez, that's like a PSA. Wow. Somebody went really high on that. I don't see how. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh well, this is what it is. Can't win them all. Maybe next time. All right, let's focus on One Piece, people. All right, so, man, can we do it again with last pack magic? We're going to have one more Altart, I think, or we could just have a secret left, actually. I think we might have not hit all of our secrets, so unfortunately, that could be the case here. But I think getting all the alt-arts, quite happy with that. Yep, well, there's a secret. But I guess it could be 2 alt-arts and a secret, right? But I have a feeling like this is the 4th box, so I think this is I think that's it. But I'll be pleasantly surprised if it's not. I do want to open up an OP09 case. I just bought 24 boxes from Double Infinity Gaming. They had a sale, and I've been wanting to add some cases of that for a while. So I went in and bought 2 cases, and I'll probably open 1, maybe 2. I'm missing a lot of cards from that set. I think I opened up 2 cases, but I just did not do well. Like I got, I think those cases each have the one really nice SP, and I got like the worst ones. I got like Don Quixote, Rosanoto, and then I got like Rob Lucci, and like all the really good ones like Nami and Boa and all them I wasn't able to get. And I know. All right, last pack. I don't think there's anything in this. I think this is a 2-hit box, and yeah, I figured it was. So okay, let's do a recap. Dang, now I want to open up this other case I have, but it's so minty. All right, so box 1. So I have Altart and Secret. Box 2, we got the SP Luffy. Really happy about that one. And Sabo Secret and a Uta Altart. So let's do that there. 3 was Lilith. 5 Elders, which we needed. And Gold Rogers. Emu, Leader, Shanks, and Ace. So see that. Okay. Then it was our other SP. We got Smoker, Riley, and Luffy secret. We'll see how many. All right, Boa and Yamato. 7 was the Luffy secret. We got the Sanji and Sabo, our second leader. And then we got, so we didn't get an ace secret altar, but we did get, so there's the Luffy. And we got Peter altar. Then we got Luffy leader altar, War Curry, and ace secret. And then we got, really needed that one. Love the art on that. Goldie Roger Dawn and Noose Juro. Am I saying that right? Box 11, Jewelry Boney, Ace, Sabo, and Luffy, and the Sabo secret. And then the last box was a 2-hitter. Unfortunately, got that. Well, I'm glad we got the Roger. Roger always has like the most power. It's so funny. So, yeah, so quite a bit of alt arts here. And the 2 Dons, our secrets were, let's see, we got 3 Luffy, 3 Sabo, and 2 Ace. I want to say that's what we got last time. I think maybe I got 2 Luffy last time. Our 4 leaders again were Bonnie, Monkey D. Luffy, Sabo, and Emu. So we're just missing Ace and Goldie Roger. And like I said, the 2 SPs, and we didn't double up, which was nice. Which, I don't know. A lot of people would probably be okay if they doubled up and got the Ace because they were correcting it. It's Pirata, so that's like a $500 card right now. And people are expecting Wave 2 to have the correction. I'm going to go on record saying I don't think that's going to happen. I think that's a lot. That's a lot of time to get that corrected. So that doesn't leave a lot of time, I'm going to say, to get that corrected. So I don't know. We'll see. I could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. Won't be the last. So anyways, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you hadn't. Comment below. Love to hear what you guys think of this set. What are you pulling? Maybe had any good luck. Love to hear about it. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.